if you've been in my ceremonies and courses before, the amount of times that I go, oh yeah, and I didn't record that. So let's not make that mistake. But as you are coming in here, feel free to say hi in the chat. Let everyone know where you're tuning in from. Yes, let's start with that because it's always beautiful to see where is everyone coming in from. Jyoti saying, I'm so excited. I'm on my lunch break at work. Los Angeles. Oh, just found you today. Amazing. LA, Mississippi. Oh my God, London. After a crazy work day. Okay, I hear you, Lauren. I was like, you're like looking forward to this. Las Vegas, UK, Somerset. Oh my God, we have witches from all over the place. Global, yes. This is so beautiful and it's just so inspiring because it really speaks to the beauty of we are everywhere. We
Yeah.
literally are everywhere. So I'm just gonna mute everyone for right now. So it's just so beautiful to see this. And as you share more of where you are tuning in from, I'm still gonna give it like a minute to fully dive in. But yeah, share also in the chat what made you want to come to this? I mean, you've seen it, what resonated with you? What were you like, oh my God, this I need to be in it. So feel free to share that in the chat. Maybe you'll find that it is inspiring to someone else as well. And if you've been in some of my journeys before, feel free to also mention that because that sometimes, really helps people that it's the first time to be like, oh my God, wait, these are people that have journeyed with me before. Love your events, any events, love the energy and the witchiness. Yes, we love the witchiness. We absolutely love that. So, so, so beautiful. So, I'm gonna get us started with, especially for those that don't know me, my name is Desiree. I am a witch, obviously. I feel like very necessary to mention that. I am a witch and I've been a witch for over 3 decades. So I've experienced a lot of things, a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, but also a lot of like stepping into that power and a lot of knowledge, a lot of mistakes, and a lot of really the empowering of stepping deeper into trusting your own craft and creating your own craft. So through all this journey, apart from being a witch that comes from a lineage of witches, I'm also a hoodoo, a conjurer, and a healer. And I love to especially mentor witches because I really had to become that mentor that I didn't have. So I was like, okay, I didn't have it, but I'm gonna make sure that other have it because even if you are a solitary witch, you don't have to go through this by yourself. Like you deserve someone that sort of like guides you or where you can go to and kind of like, am I doing this right or am I crazy? Like, I feel like that is so important. And so throughout this whole journey of years, for me, it was very important to create a community that feels supportive. And so, yeah, that is very much like everything that I've worked very hard on doing. And I'm so excited that you are here to experience it tonight, today, wherever you are. You're here connecting with us all. If you have a journal, that would be great. There will be some journaling questions. But if you don't have one, that's okay. You can also just sit with yourself for it. We are going to need a candle. If you don't have a candle, I will light my candle for you as well. So don't worry about that. But if you want to sort of like run and get a candle right now, then you can absolutely do that very quickly. And I guess just to start out, I'm going to share a bit about some guidelines for today, and then we'll get right started into it. So in terms of guidelines, I just want to make sure that you all know this is a safe space for us to connect deeper with the magic that is within us, to connect deeper with your intentions, with your own spirituality and your own path, and to have really a moment of seeing yourself fully. I hope that you go away from today really seeing who you are as a witch or what you want to be. And maybe this is the moment that you reconnect with your craft if you've been feeling a bit lost. I'm sure that there are some that are like, I've been on this maybe for a couple of years, but I feel like the spark isn't there anymore. And feel free to share also in the chat, where are you at with your journey? I think the beauty and the inspiration of our community is seeing we're all at different parts of this journey, and the beauty of that, because it really also shows you how this path can be completely different for everyone. And so that is something to actually celebrate. And we'll talk more about that later on. And something as well that is very important of today, the individuality of each one's path and embracing that. Now, here, this is a beautiful space where we can connect deeper with each other, getting really connected and inspired. And I hope that this will be it for today, that you'll really connect deeper with them. And so I'm still seeing a couple of people drop in, but let's get started with that. So I invite you to grab a candle. I want us to create a circle of protection around us all. And if you don't have a candle, don't worry. I'm going to show you the light of mine. I'm going to light it for you as well. And so if you have your candle, look into the flame. But if you don't, you can look at the screen and be here with me and just having a moment as you look into the flame to really connect with yourself. Take a moment to fully land here, to take a deep breath in and letting it release. And again, in and out. Maybe if it feels good, even placing a hand on your heart. Feel your heart. Feel yourself here today. What does it feel like to be in this space surrounded by other witches? What does it feel to be here with the energy of I am a witch? I embrace myself as a witch. And I have a whole room full of other witches that can see me as myself. And breathe that in, because that in itself can already be so healing. So breathe that in and out. And as you fully land here in this space, maybe start to intuitively feel the energy of everyone else here. Just as if you were in this room full of witches, standing next to each other, and feeling each other's different energies. Feel each other's different path. Feel that we are all made different, and that is something to be celebrated, and so each one's magic is different. And as you feel the energy of all the witches here, take another deep breath in and release. And with that, I cast a circle of protection around us all as we journey together today, to be protected, to be connected, to reconnect with the flame of magic within us. And so it is. And inviting you to place your candle somewhere nearby. As I always say, somewhere safe. We do not want to cause any fires. As someone that recently caused quite a big fire in her home, do not do that. Practice fire safety. Very important. But my house is all good. Heavily protected. But, just check on your candles, just in case, always. As you can see, I have loads around. Always. So, what we are doing today here, just to tell you a bit more of things that we will be doing, we will be doing a bit of journaling, we will be doing a bit of an energy healing meditation activation, very short one, just to focus on your intentions and reconnecting with your magic. So we will be doing that later on. And this will also be a space where, I'll openly talk about the journey that is coming and starting very soon, which is the Mystery School. And this might be exactly what some of you are looking for, and I can't wait to tell you more all about that. So I'll be talking a bit about that, and stay until the end because I will be doing some channeling, tarot guidance as well, and that will be specifically for the magic of this year. And so you don't want to miss it because the cards will always tell us a lot of things. And sometimes my cards, kind of like tell us things a bit bluntly, but like things that we really need to hear. So I'm really excited about that as well. Okay. I'm still letting a few more people that are in. So it's so fascinating to see like, oh my God, there's more every time. I love it. So, if you are just tuning in right now and you just arrived, welcome. Light a candle to just connect with the energy of this circle, of this space. And you might want to have your journal next to you. So, one thing that I would love to really ask everyone to mention in the chat, if of course you feel called to do that, is what does your path with witchcraft look like right now? Maybe like how long have you been connected with it? Where are you at? Do you feel connected to it? Do you feel disconnected with it? Maybe you don't call yourself a witch, and that's absolutely fine. But where are you at? Feel free to share it in the chat. And the importance is because you might thinking, oh, maybe I'm the only one that feels like that. I mean, there's probably going to be someone else. And if not, there's someone that has been exactly at the same point where you are at. So sometimes it's just so beautiful to connect deeper in that way and to see how everyone is moving through their magic. So feel free to share that in the chat. And really the importance of this is as well of how, as I mentioned before, how each path is so different. They're really, and I sometimes like to say this, are you made with a cookie cutter? No, you're not, right? You are your own individual person. There's things that you like, there's things that you don't like. There's how you behave in certain situations, how you not behave in certain situations. So we are all so different. So why do we sometimes think that magic and your path with witchcraft needs to be just in a certain way? And so this is something to really discuss because this is something that many of us might experience of really finding ourselves like, if it doesn't look like that of what I see online, I can't call myself a witch. And I'd love to hear if someone feels or has felt I'm not witchy enough from what I'm seeing online. Found out last year I am an ancestral witch, so I'm just learning and embracing it after years of deconstructing Christianity. Yeah, I hear that. Knowing I was a witch since I was about 7, never been shown anything, so love learning from you. Yes, Lauren, 100%, right? So here's the thing. 30 years down this path, I started when we didn't even have internet. Okay. So on one side, I say that can be such a blessing because there wasn't witch talk and all these things where everyone can kind of like say anything. On the other side, as I said, it was very lonely and you only had to rely to the books and yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of like fear of not doing it right or like what is my path the right one? And sometimes even when you are reading certain books, you might feel like, but this doesn't resonate to me. And if I don't follow these things, can I really call myself a witch? And so now where we have this overwhelming like internet where everyone is sharing things, we might start to go into, but if I don't do this way, then I'm not really a witch. If I don't work with that goddess, I'm not really a witch. And I see everyone connecting with that goddess, so I have to. But that might not be your path. And you're trying to force something that doesn't feel authentic to you. And so, really, is the importance of like, what does magic really look like to you? It is going to be different from each one of us. And the reality is, that is the most important thing that you will connect with. Like, really understanding what is it for me? Because when you're trying to just follow what someone else does, you're missing the uniqueness of your own path. You're missing the uniqueness of who you actually are. And I would say that often what I see why witches might have started and then have let go of their path, but then there's still that nagging feeling inside of like, no, but I'm meant to do this. It's often because they're trying to copy someone else, or I'll try to do this, even though it is not what they are meant to do. So you are truly missing out from not connecting fully with yourself and your magic and what that wants to look like. So, releasing very much this energy of it needs to be perfect, it needs to be how I am seeing everyone else online, and it needs to be what it looks like for me. That is going to be the most important lesson that you can experience when it comes to witchcraft and when it comes to your path of your life, really. And so that's something that we will be connecting deeper with today. But also, sometimes in my community, I see, especially a lot of witches that still feel unsure of where they're at, feeling so worried about if I don't do this moon ritual exactly this way, oh my God, my life is going to be ruined. Or what is everyone else doing for this full moon? Because if I don't do what everyone else is doing, nothing will shift for me. And instead, it's how can we get you to feel so comfortable with your own magic that you know exactly what you need to do for a moon, for manifesting, for banishing, anything that you need. That's kind of like where we want to really connect with, where we want to really land with this. So, with that all that in mind, I do have some journaling questions for us right now. So, the first question for us is, what does your path look like if you release the trends? So if you release witch talk, if you release all of the videos, the beautiful aesthetics, what does it look like actually for you? So I've added it also in the chat. What does your path look like if you release the trends? So just having a moment as you connect with that to take a deep breath in and release. If there's any judgment coming up, allow it to be, release it and melt it away. Let it all go.
Wait, now.
And just seeing if anything else wants to come in for this question. Just allow yourself to notice if any other words want to be written down. And you can come back to this question later on as well. I have another one for you. What kind of witch am I feeling the call to become this year? What kind of witch am I feeling the call to become this year? I've added it into the chat as well. So take another deep breath in and release. And seeing if anything else is coming up for you. And I do have another question that I invite you to journal about as well. But knowing if you feel called, you can also add some answer in the chat. And the question is, what challenges do you feel you are facing right now with your craft? What challenges do you feel you are facing right now with your craft? Releasing any judgment, take another deep breath in and out. Writing down anything coming up. And taking another deep breath in and release. So I want to actually talk a bit about the challenges. So feel free to add any of yours in the chat if you feel called to it. But yeah, there can be so many challenges that we can face when it comes to our own path. First of all, the feeling of the witch wound and feeling really much like you cannot even share your magic, you cannot even fully embody it. And then feeling like, am I doing that right? I think my biggest challenge is being more authentic in daily life rather than being in the broom closet. Yes, like feeling like you cannot share it and be connected with it. And how many of us have maybe been in a situation where you feel so spiritual and all your friends are not. And you're just there like, who do I talk to about this? Who can I connect with? And what I realized as well in a lot of more deeply ancestral and rooted practices, if I look at ATRs, hoodoo, and things like that, you would have elders that you rely on, that you go, hey, am I doing this right? That you would connect with, that will guide you. You will also have elders that will tell you off if you're doing something wrong. But here we're kind of like left to like, oops, let's do it and see if it works out. So the biggest thing for me was always the having community and having spaces where we can go deeper, and really the importance of foundation. To really be like, okay, I know now these specific things of the craft, and through that I can see what resonates deeper with me. And also that means that I can connect deeper with my own discernment and with my intuition. Because how many times have you listened to your intuition saying, no, this is actually the right way, and you've just been, never mind, only to be 3 months down the line like, yeah, I was right, why didn't you listen to me? And so sometimes we really need something that helps us truly, for once and for all, connect with our intuition and trust it. But also, we need something that helps us see what does actually work and what doesn't. Again, there's so much information out there. How can you fully discern what is right and what is not? What is appropriation and what isn't? And I think especially now that more information is out there, even when I look at specific books, there is still sometimes a misinformation that is so important when you have the right foundations of trusting, of learning your own magic to see, do I want to go down this path or not? Is this really the path for me or not? And so very much this is like, there's such an important part of this journey with witchcraft. Because probably a lot of us here in the room have 30 spells saved. And I'm already seeing people laughing. 30 spells saved, like, oh, I'm gonna save this video and that. But then you never end up doing it because it doesn't actually feel like your magic. You just go like, it's beautiful, but it doesn't feel like mine. It doesn't feel authentic to me. So how can we really reconnect with all of that? And so in this, it's really about finding as well the safety in practicing. Because without that, you end up just not doing anything. I figure it is there to tweak for myself, yes. But sometimes you might also feel like, can I even do that? Can I even connect deeper with that? Or I just have to follow the cookie cutter instructions. And so there's all these different challenges that we might go through, and the importance of actually having community and foundations to help you go deeper with all of that. So I want you to imagine right now, maybe close your eyes for this for a moment. I want you to imagine how life changing it could be for you if in the next 6 months you get to journey together with not only other witches, but you get to really dedicate the time to your own practice. You get to dedicate the time to being fully seen as who you are as a witch. Not only seen, celebrated for your own uniqueness. While you're learning and exploring the craft with others, while you are connecting to that unique path that is only yours and no one else's. And while you're exploring that, you have the safety of community around you. And so really seeing yourself like almost like from that to those 6 months that are coming, what would that look like after? How would you feel after? Gosh, I don't know about you, but I would feel so empowered, so connected with my magic. And that is what we are going to be doing into the Mystery School. But I want us now to connect and go into a tiny meditation. I love that. Amazing, confident. Yes. We're going to go into a tiny meditation with energy healing to really activate you all into visualizing and seeing what this year, 2026, will be like for you and your magic. If you've never experienced energy healing, I work with both Sekhem and Reiki. Sekhem is Egyptian energy healing, and it has a bit of an energy of fire. Sekhem has a bit of an energy of water. You might feel tingling, you might feel emotions, you might see vivid colors. Just allow yourself to receive this journey, okay? Just allowing it to flow through you. So I'm going to start a bit of music, inviting you to close your eyes and taking a deep breath in through the nose and release through the mouth. And again, in and letting it go. And one more time, in and release. Feel your whole body relaxing and opening up to receiving this energy healing activation. Feel yourself opening up like a flower as I call in the energy for each one of you. I call in the masters of Sekhem and Reiki for your highest good and your highest good only. I call in the goddess Sekhmet to bring her deep, nourishing healing to you all. Sa Sekhem So, Sa Sekhem So, Sa Sekhem So. Hans Sessionen, Hans Sessionen. Blue pearl of wisdom, blue pearl of wisdom, sacred spiral. I want you to connect with the energy that is flowing within you now. Feel it connect you with the year that is coming, that is here. Feel it connect you with your magic and what it will look like throughout the year. You might see your higher self appear, sacred spiral, guiding you through this journey. And feel it guide you to release any blocks around embracing your magic, about embodying your magic, dispersing spiral. Feel all those blocks melt away. As your magic reactivates like a fire deep within you. And now as you connect deeper with your magic, with that spark within you, feel yourself now meet the version of you that has moved through this year, that has decided, this year I'm committing to my magic. I'm creating my own path. Feel this version appear in front of you. Blue pearl of wisdom. Blue pearl of wisdom. Maybe it's smiling. Definitely can feel how powerful they are. How connected they are with themselves. So what does that look like? What does your magic look like? Feel them show you all that you can achieve by just connecting and embracing your magic. And feel this future version of yourself now give you a gift. And this gift might be a symbol, a word, maybe a sigil of power. Sacred spiral. Whatever it is, this activates your magic. This will remind you to embrace it. So how does it feel to have that word or that symbol or sigil? Mayurma. Feel some gratitude in your heart for what you have received. For the vision of what is to come. Seki. And feel a deep calmness and rooted energy flow within you. As you feel protected by your own magic right now. As you feel yourself keeping within you what you received, the activation. As you feel ready to now bring it back with you, as you start to slowly flow back into your body. Feel like that flower now closing up, keeping this healing deep within you. And start to take a deep breath in and release. And again, in and out. And one more time, in and release. Give yourself a hug for being here today, for connecting with your magic, connecting with yourself. With another deep breath in, invite a bit of a stretch of your arms and legs, opening yourself up as you start to slowly ground back within you. Slowly opening your eyes, welcoming yourself back here, and inviting you to maybe write down anything that you received, connecting with what that was, what showed up for you. So I'll give you just a moment to do that now. Okay, perfect. Now, as you fully start to calm back, if you feel inspired to share whatever you received, seen, felt, feel free to share it again in the chat. But whatever you received or whatever you felt, know that you might feel the ripple effect of it also in the coming days. More things might be revealed in your dreams. More things might be revealed in your intuition, and allow it to continue to evolve. I just looked at the clock right now, 21:21 here in the UK, and I was like, a little perfect. Angel number. Clear instructions on the next steps to stay aligned. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Orly. That feels perfect. It's like, yep, thank you for the instructions. I love that. I love that. But trust that you might still discover, whoever that still feels a bit like you might still discover more. Many barriers that are slowly breaking down. Yes, trust. Oh my God, I love this. These are all so beautiful. Wow. I absolutely love this. A woman surrounded by fire. She is the fire. Okay. Beautiful. I absolutely love this. Thank you so much for sharing these. Crowing, a milky white raw crystal, heart felt like it was blooming and got flushed. Need to work all that out. Wow. I love that. I love so much coming in. 22, 22 here. Yeah. All the angel numbers. They're all here. They're telling us something. I feel like, when the universe just keeps sending you signs and you're like, I'm not sure though. And then it's like, what else do you want? The girl that can't decide which side of the force she's on. One moment she gives me a necklace with a sun pendant, and in the second she changes it to the moon. Wow. Wow, given lapis lazuli crystals. Beautiful. I love all these shares. And this is just like the beauty of it. It's just like the sparks that are coming in. Do we need a sign here? Sign? Sometimes we really do that. We kind of like go, yes, I know that you just given me a sign, but can I have another one? Can I just be sure? I know you already clarified this with 5 cards, but I know if you give me a 6th one, then I'm gonna believe it. And then you ask the same question tomorrow. Now, if you want to avoid all of that, I want to talk about the mystery school, because I feel like this literally is the step to do it. So here's the thing. There's already some witches that are here that either have journeyed with me before in my courses before, so feel free to share about the transformations that have happened through it. But there's also some that have already signed up to the mystery school. So feel free to share all to share that as well, because it's beautiful to celebrate you being here, coming here, and already being on this journey. But if you're like, okay, you've mentioned the mystery school a couple of times, just tell me what it is so that I know if I need to sign up or not. So the mystery school, imagine it as this, like 30 years of experience in spirituality put into a 6-month journey so that you learn how to get all of that in 6 months. This is like your deep foundation, your deep journey to connect with becoming sure of who you are as a witch, with connecting deep with yourself, and finally creating a path that looks like you, not like the TikTok videos. We want it to be authentic to you, because you can be that next witch that inspires also future generations by showing, hey, it doesn't have to be specific. It needs to be exactly what you want it to be. So I've always told myself in this 30 years, if I was ever to do a school of magic, it had to be perfect. I'm a bit perfectionist when it comes to these things. And then I really got the call that now it was time. And so you bet that if I was going to do it, it needed to be exactly all the things that not only I wished I had received throughout this 30 years, but also what I've seen through creating journeys and courses, the manifesting journey, yes, the money magic, who's already on the mystery school, to really create something that is like what community really needs. And so in the mystery school, this 6 month journey, you will not only learn about your intuition, but you will also learn all the different parts of witchcraft so that you actually see what resonates to you and what doesn't. You'll also learn how to master your energy, because how many here are like a sponge that just absorbs from everyone else? And already getting some head nods. Yeah, like we want to avoid that. We want to become the master of our own energy. Me, exactly, Beatrice. So we want to become the master of our own energy. We also want to maybe get a bit of glamour magic to really become the magnet of all the abundance and blessings. I'll do more money magic and sign up. Yes, exactly. And we want to really also create the abundance and the success that we want, the life of our dreams. So in this 6 months, we are going to be journeying through deep foundation magic, but also how can you develop in those 6 months your own path. So you will have my assistance to help you there, but not only mine. I'm bringing on some very amazing guest teachers to also talk more about their own path, their own magic, and give us even more extra tools to make it special to you, to connect with you. You'll also get channeling each week, so guidance to help you on your own path and what you are moving through, and some Q&A times where you can actually ask more questions about your own journey, and I can help you through all of that. This and so much more, spells, rituals, correspondences, so much stuff that you'll be like, okay, now I feel ready to embody my magic even deeper. So that's what's awaiting in the mystery school. Now, you might be thinking like, this sounds so freaking awesome. I am so excited about it. It's literally like 30 years in the making, which feels like wild, but it's like, it really is. And so there are already 7 women that have joined. And the total spaces that I have for this first one is 25. So if any of you here that are like, I absolutely need to be in it and don't want to wait 6 months when I bring it back, then you'll have to get in touch so that I can make sure that you have one of those spots. Now, for anyone here today, I am offering a very special discount code that will be sent out in an email. So make sure that you are receiving my emails. I did send out an email earlier, just before this session, but make sure that you check in your spam to make sure that you will receive that code. Because if you don't get it, you'll have to contact me. I mean, you know now where I am, but find me online and things like that. But make sure that you get those emails so you can get that access to that code. And that code will be 222 pounds off. So you get like quite a good hefty discount there, which I'm very excited for anyone that joins with that. So that is the mystery school. I also want to mention for anyone that is like, yes, this sounds amazing, but I need to go even deeper. Like I need even more. I do offer one-to-one mentorship, and the 6-month mentorship actually has the mystery school in for free. So you get double the support. So I just wanted to bring that up. If you are one of those women that is like, I absolutely need to be in this, sign me up right now. Do message me straight after this so I can send you the code straight away, but I will send out the code to everyone. So, and I can't wait for all the other women that joined this. And we have so many different women that have joined already. There are witches that have connected with their craft just recently, witches that have connected with it for a long time but have felt like it didn't resonate. those that want to even go deeper into a more advanced journey with their magic. There's so many. And I'm so excited because there will be parts of this journey that will resonate with so many. And this is a life-changing journey, and I can't wait to share it with you all. But now that I've spoken about that and I had a little TED talk about it, because I get really excited about this mystery school, if you couldn't tell, because it is really good. And and I love the excitement as well for those that have already joined. I want to end on a bit of tarot, just to see like, okay, well, what else do we need to know about this year? What is coming in for us? And let's see if we need those 6 clarifying messages. No, I don't do that. I tend to like, this is it. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Any message of guidance for our magic and what we need to embody in this year? Any message of guidance for our magic and what we need to embody for this year? Okay. Oh, okay. We are just being massively called out, just so you know. Wow. But in the most beautiful way. I think this might be a confirmation. This might be the confirmation that some of us have been waiting for this year. One card at a time. Is there anything else that we need to know? Okay, wow. So I did pull out a lot of cards, because that's what it felt like needed to come out. So let me just start with very quickly mentioning there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. So the tarot readers in the room are like, what, sorry? Yeah, because when we have a lot of major arcanas, there is a lot of energy coming up and a lot of like, hey, are you stepping into what's coming next or what? Are you going into the passenger? Are you staying in the passenger seat or are you driving? Because we've all been through 2025, the year of the snake, and we're not going to go back to that. We need to move forward. Okay, so 10 of Wands as our first card. It's showing us that we are actually so close to create the path that we've been waiting for with our magic. It's like we've been on this massive journey, and on some of this journey, we've also kind of like packed things that are not in our path. This is literally like, well, I'm going to try to do a bit of everything. Or maybe this thing will resonate or that. And instead, you just had to follow the path that is meant for you, the thing that you know deep down is meant for you. But instead, you kind of like got a bit distracted and carried too many things. So you are actually so close to achieving all those goals, all those dreams, and everything that you want in your magic. And you're just being asked to go up that mountain, to know that you're so close and you will get there. Now, we have the Emperor that is telling us it's time to really step into our power, to become the leader of our own magic, to become the leader of our own craft, and to get the tools to help us become that, to allow us to really see what is this magic for me and not for anyone else. What is my own path? What am I being shown in this path that I need to do? And how can I embody it deeper? So the Emperor is also telling us it's time to take action. We have the choice of staying in the energy of the snake year or stepping forward with the horse year, stepping forward into the action of making things happen. And if you were like, we sure about that? Hero path. The spiritual awakening, the connection with your spirituality is actually telling us if you do not connect with your magic this year, the universe will come and slap you. because you don't want to listen to the signs that you keep getting. So, what are we doing? So, the hero path is literally telling you you are ready to connect deep with that magic within you. So, take the step towards it because it will be life changing. It will take you exactly where you're meant to go. And it is the thing that was missing, that ingredient that was missing in your life to get you towards where you want to truly be. But don't believe me with that card? We had the judgment. This is a wake up call. This is your moment of wake up call. This is, yeah, literally, this is the universe screaming at you like, hello, can you hear me? I'm waking you up to your magic. Will you listen? Will you actually do the step that will take you there? Or do we need to tell you again and again and again, and then it's 2028 and we're still trying to do the same thing? Or will you actually listen to what is meant to be your purpose, your magic, and embracing it? Stop running away from it and embrace that. When you are actually connected with it, you start to see your intuition is on fire. You get everything right. You start to see how easy it is for you to manifest things. You create the life of your dreams, and that is all that is awaiting you if you release the fears, the doubts. But don't believe all those cards. The High Priestess, the spiritual knowledge, the intuition. The High Priestess is literally coming in to tell us, hey, I want you to have all this knowledge that Desiree is providing for you, because this will make you so connected with your intuition that you can see with your eyes closed. You see, she's got her eyes closed and she can see everything, because we all deserve to become into this energy of, as soon as my intuition hits, I go, okay, I'm just going to trust it because it's never been wrong. So let me embrace it and move with my intuition instead of moving with my fears. This is the moment where we fully embody our power and step into what comes next. So the Six of Pentacles comes in with this energy of, what if we connect with the giving and receiving energy with the universe? Because the universe is telling you, I'm giving it to you. Will you take it? Will you embrace it? So let's embrace this shift of energy and stepping with what you are meant to fully be. I'll give you the tools. Embrace the tools and see what you can create with them. And so the moon is calling in even more of our intuition, is showing us we are in that path to move forward. We are stepping into that energy, and we have to fully allow ourselves to step into what comes next, trusting that this is the moment that changes everything, that you are ready for that moment. So what we are doing right now is the Eight of Cups. We're moving on from the year of the snake, literally moving on. We released and shedded away all that wasn't meant for us. And some of that was challenging. Some of it was very painful. But you are moving towards the sun. You're moving towards new beginnings. You're moving towards your power, towards who you're meant to be. And allow yourself to go into this new journey. It's literally been waiting for you to start it. So that is how much we have been called out by tarot today. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Let me know in the comments if it's like resonating to you. I'm like, definitely feel called out. I take whatever they give me. Yeah. Um, I, I love the emoji. Yeah, it's a powerful reading. It's literally like, I'm feeling a lot of this energy coming in with like, so is this a sign enough, or what else, bruh, what else do you need? Like, because this is really, really it. So I feel really excited for each one of you to embody deeper your magic this year, to connect with it, to embrace it, and to trust yourself to the point that you actually allow it to fully be who you are. My flame is literally standing so tall and bright in this energy. Yes, I love that. Beautiful. All the confirmations. So, to close all of this up, I'd like you to rub your hands together. Now create a little spark of fire within your own hands and go a bit even deeper, even deeper. Just a tiny bit more, embracing the fire that you can create and release. And as you feel that energy, bring it towards your heart. And I want you to repeat these affirmations. I am ready to embrace my magic. I am ready to embrace my magic. I am ready to trust my intuition. I am ready to trust my intuition. I am ready to create my own spiritual path. I am ready to create my own spiritual path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now opening your palms up, send some of these powerful energy to all the witches that are here today, feeling their energy, feeling the connection with them, feeling the gratitude of being in a room full of witches, and also the witches that are watching this back after. And with that, our circle is open, but never broken. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. I want you to grab your candle or to look into my own flame here. As you bring in gratitude for the journey of today, for any revelations that you've had, connections, synchronicities, and bringing gratitude for who you are as a witch, who you have discovered you are today. And allowing yourself to now release anything that has been in the way. Think about anything that you want to release. Take a deep breath in and blow it off. Releasing that energy out into the universe. Let it be transmuted into power, into reconnection with your own magic. Okay, how is everyone feeling? How are you all feeling after all of this? I'm getting some, okay, I'm loving that. Amazing, beautiful, inspired, beautiful. I love all of this. I love to see it all. Wonderful, amazing. Well, I will leave you with this before we centered. Beautiful. Happy, great energy. Beautiful. If anyone wants to connect deeper and chat deeper about the Mystery School, feel free to get in touch. I do offer free clarity calls. I'm always happy to chat a bit deeper if you have any questions about it or just in general. And I do offer also private one-to-one sessions if that's more what you're looking for. And it's been really beautiful to be here with you all. I am so excited for any of you that join this journey. It's going to be so powerful. We're going to shift everything in these next 6 months. But with that, I invite you to all unmute yourself. I always love to end with a lot of noise, with just everyone saying goodbye at the same time. So, bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
Thank
so
you.
Take
much.
care.
See you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.